amazing.
I am amazing.
I love myself.
I love myself.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we put our hands together heavily for our God in the house? That was powerful, so loaded. We give God the glory for using us to bless us again this afternoon. We bless God for the anointing on your life, and we ask that it shall continually increase in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yes, that's worth drinking water on top of. Let me put it that way. It's worth having a sip to let it settle down, because it was powerful. So we give God the glory for giving us the privilege to be here today to hear this. I know in one way or the other we can relate, and if we want to be sincere with ourselves, we can always, when we are alone in our private places, let's revisit the things she has taught us today and see where we can put them to use, where we can be a better person. It might not be as huge as the other person's case, but in little ways where we can make ourselves better, so that coming here today will be actually worth the while. You won't just come and hear us, but we shall be doers of the things we have heard. Let go. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Right now we're moving into another power-packed session. Very interesting session for me personally, because I know ladies in the house, we are discreet, we are comforted, we are posh. We don't ask questions. Please, I need us to open up. I can use any language you want me to use now to, I don't know how far you want me to explain this. Let's open up and ask questions. There are people in the house that the Lord has set aside today to answer our questions. You know, God doesn't do anything without a purpose. This gathering has a purpose. God has selected the people because they have a message for one or two of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to answer our questions today. Okay, her name is coming first. She's one woman I appreciate a lot, closely and from afar. Our calmness, I don't know, she comported herself beyond expectation. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Nderica. Okay, thank you. Why do we have two chairs? We're supposed to have three.
The other person is gone.
Okay, praise the Lord. Okay, so again, I will call on our convener to come up again. I don't need to over-introduce her. She has introduced herself with this last message. Our mommy in the house, Mrs. Grace Adali. So like we said, we are actually very much on time. There's nothing behind in our case. So just make because we are women, we know how to maximize whatever. The time, everything, we make the best out of it. The time that we have at hand, we have to make sure that we get the best value for it. So it's question and answer session, like I said. It means question has to flow this way, and answer will flow this way. So please, the answer shouldn't be coming, the question should not come from here. It should come from here. So let's put together our questions. Let's think of the topic of today, the theme, the unmasked lady. We've been told and we have prayed and we have let it go. Are there questions? Okay, let me put it this way. They may not be particularly personal. Maybe there is someone that you know the response will bless. Maybe there is someone you can carry that message to. So the question does not have to be personal experience. It could be personal, it could not be, it may not be. So please, let's come up with questions that surrounds ladies that are still masked, people that still have things covering them up. Yes, they may be dealing with the odd, but they don't that. It's not only covering up the hot, but they're covering up their destiny. They're covering up a lot of things that they can bless the world with. So let's start. Let's see who will shoot the ground first. Thank you. God bless you, man.
Hallelujah. My name is Funke. You spoke about forgiveness. What if you're in a situation whereby somebody did something that really hurt you? You have forgiven that person, but you still find out that that person is still not. How do I put? Still
not remorseful.
Well, not remorseful, but still doing things in a subtle way. You can still feel or see that this person is still out to do you more harm than good. So how do you deal with that particular situation? Because it happened.
Yeah. Amen. Amen. Praise God.
Hallelujah.
You know one thing one scripture that just came to my mind as you were asking that question was when they asked Jesus, how many times should I forgive my brothers? And he said 70 times 7 times. And of course, for you to even sit down and begin to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's why I love so much what one of my greatest mentor would say. He says, advance forgiveness before they even do it. Because for you to even sit down and start counting, that will even take time out of your own life. And time is life. Yeah. So I understand that, yeah, you've forgiven, but this person is still trying to hurt you. Now, it's not, see, it becomes about you when you don't forgive. So the focus is on you to forgive. No matter what this person is still doing back, you have made up your mind to forgive and to let go. But if this person is still coming at you, then I would ask, have you had a conversation with this person? Maybe it's time to call this person aside and let this person know what he or she is doing that is not really helpful to you. And let this person know that, see, this happened one time. Because I know some of us, we are very quiet, that when people do things to us, we don't talk, we feel we can handle it, and then this person will come back and do it again. And because this person never knew that you don't like it, he will just keep doing it. So that's why I always tell people that, see, confrontation is good when it's done politely, with respect. So let this person, because what I don't know, I don't know. And if you're assuming that I know, then you're on your own. Because I always tell people, your assumption is the lowest level of knowledge. So if you want to make sure that I know, then you need to call me to him. And if you've called this person, and this person is still doing it, then you must relate with this person. Look for someone, a mediator, someone that can come in and talk to this person. Because if you have to keep relating with this person, and this person has to keep doing this thing, then maybe you need someone who both of you listen to, someone who both of you respect, not just anybody. Because if you call anybody and this person really is intentionally doing this thing, he will even do more. But if it's someone that this person really respects, that can help in that situation. And if that doesn't help, pray to God. Because at the end of the day, you can't change anybody. If this person says, I'm not going to change, I'm going to keep doing it, the Bible even says something. It said, after you've called the elders and nothing changed, he said, leave the person. The person has become an outcast. Treat the person like an outcast. So let the person be. It doesn't mean that you now have to see the person and avoid the person. No. This means that, see, I tell people, I say, God has given us a greater responsibility than whoever we're dealing with. He said we should live with all men in peace as much as it lies within us, not within the other person. So the responsibility is on us, really. So at the end of the day, like I did a business with someone in church, and this person, I gave her my price, and at the end of the day, she wasn't going to pay me my money, and I'm a woman of my word. I said, I'm going to collect my money. And then she was going to turn me some way. Eventually, she paid me my money. The next weekend, she saw me in church. She did like this. I went to her, I said, that's wrong. I said, you're dealing with the wrong person. No, it can't fly. You're dealing with a wrong person. I said, business is business. Relationship is relationship. Yes. I said, so I don't mix the two. Yes. I said, we have done business. Relationship has got to continue. Yeah. She was shocked. A week after, she came to me and she said, I appreciate that. So sometimes we just have to encourage ourselves to do things. And God will help us in Jesus' name. Amen. So let's pray to God to touch that person's heart too, to stop doing whatever it is. But we still have to forgive.
Amen.
Amen.
Sorry, I just want to, my name is Bumi. I just want to add like an addendum to what she has said. Now, this case is someone tried to poison you, okay, and you are aware. And the person said sorry, but you still notice that, trickish thing about this person. So it's not better to avoid that kind of person. As in, you are forgiving a person. It's not that you are quarreling, but it's just that this person is evil.
Yeah, that's why I said that. I would not say that you shouldn't forgive the person. So I said, still forgive. And I said, if you remember, I said, deal with the person at arm's length. Arm's length simply means let the person be herself, be yourself. As in, you don't have to relate with the person, but don't have anything against the person in your heart. It's about your heart. Because if you see this person and you hate him, or you hear about this person's name and bitterness rises from your heart, that means you have not forgiven. And it's going to hinder you from moving on. Let go completely from your heart, but you don't have to force yourself to relate with the person. No.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Yes,
I want to add something to that.
So going back to her question, it's very easy many times not to notice when bitterness and hate creeps into the heart. So what I'll advise in this case, yes, as much as you want to stay away from getting offended, please make sure you have a conversation. Because at times people may be doing things unconsciously. They really don't know the impact of what they are doing. They may be ignorant. And if it's something which is ongoing, it has been something which has been going on for a while, look for a time and talk with this person. And as Sister Grace has suggested, if you notice you spoke with this person and the person is not behaving otherwise, it's the same attitude you notice, then deal with the person at arm's length. But I have come to realize that communication makes a whole big difference. We may not only in our homes, but in our relationships. Yeah, communication is key. Yeah, where there is lack of communication, there's a lot of misunderstanding, there's a lot of offense. So that's what I can add to that.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Any other question?
Good question.
Please go ahead.
So we're trying to let go of hurt and pain, and because it's a process, as soon as that like thought or that feeling creeps up, like tell me ways that you can like speak to yourself or go about like not allowing it to affect you again as heavy as it used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'll give an example of when I came out of a relationship. I was in a relationship with marriage in view, and this guy went to do youth service in another part of the country, and came back and said, I'm no longer interested. And I was really hurt. It hurts. And then I felt like, oh my word. But then, what did I do? After a while that I've forgiven him and let him go, I know there are times that when I think about it, that pain would want to come back. And then I'll tell myself, I let you go, Olu. I forgive you. I let you go. So I constantly speak to myself. In fact, I speak to myself loud so that I can hear it. I say, no, I let you go. I forgive you. Nothing's going to make me hold on to this. I let go. I let go. And so when I was going to go into the next relationship, I made sure that I was whole, I was complete. To the point that he phoned me one time and needed help. And I helped him.
Yeah.
Because if I had not let go, I wouldn't have been able to help him. And there's this other relationship that I now went into also fell by the wayside. And you know what? That even didn't hurt me at all. Because I went through the first one. That one didn't even, because the guy was surprised when he said it, I just laughed. And when you're laughing, I said, it might be serious to you, it's not serious to me. I said, TDJ said something, he says people want to walk out of your life. Tell them not to only walk, tell them to run and fly if they can. And I've just listened to that message, so I was like, you can fly for all I care. And he was shocked. And when he was about to get married, I went for his wedding. I even helped him to lead people to the reception from the church. And then my husband was saying, you mean you went to your ex's wedding? I said, yes. I said, and I even helped. And he went, oh my God, what kind of a woman are you? You know, that's to tell you that you've let go. You've forgiven, you're completely healed. So just continue to tell it to yourself, I let go. This thing would come, I won't lie to you. It's going to come, but you're going to say, no, I let go. I forgive you. I let go. And over time, that's what's going to happen.
And just to piggyback from that question, and if someone like, so you're trying to stop a bad habit, and then you and that person, because they're not trying to stop this bad habit, so they keep bringing up the conversation, and because you used to talk to them about this thing, and then like, so you know, like that is negative. How do you like have the conversation with this person and you say like, oh, like that's not a topic I want to talk about, but they continue finding ways because they know you, so they're finding ways to sneak it in, and then you start thinking about it again, like everybody told them like, okay, don't talk to me about this person, like don't talk to me and about this person. or like about that thing because it's not my interest. Like I can't change that person's life, just leave it, right? But they continue finding like sentences or like things to say, and like you don't want to engage in that, but you still have to talk to them because they're your family, or for example, like they're your sister, they're your brother, you know, and they're trying to gossip, and you don't want to gossip.
Okay.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
If I understand you well, we are dealing with bad friendships and bad relationships. The Bible says evil communication corrupts good manners. So to me, it's very clear and obvious that you need to give a gap to that kind of person. I personally used to have a lot of friends, and after I gave my life to Christ, one of the scriptures, the first scripture I got from God, 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16 to 19, said, come out of them, be separate from them. Said, then I'll receive you as a child. So there are some relationships, if you want to move forward in life, I'll be honest to tell you, you need to cut off. It may be hurtful, it may be painful, but it's for your own good. Yes. If you really want to fulfill God's plan for your life and you want to be complete and whole, cut off those relationships. Yeah, it will take a while to heal. They may say so many things, they'll curse you, they'll think, oh, you feel you're too much and all of that. It doesn't matter. If you actually want to go somewhere with your life, you need to do that. That's what I'll say.
And if they are family members, like you said, if they are family members, right? What I'll advise is let them know you are now a changed person, because for them to have been bringing up that conversation, maybe it's something you guys have been doing together before, but now you don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
So each time they bring it up, let them know that, you know what, I'm not engaging in this. If it's possible to just take a walk, to just get yourself out of that environment, with time, they will come around. That has happened to me when I gave my life to Christ. I was the first to give my life to Christ out of the family of 9.
Oh, wow.
And so I know what I went through. You know, they'll say you carry God on your head, you did this, but I never allow you to move me. But I kept telling them, I'm not going down that road. I'm not going to discuss about this. So if that keeps coming, what you can just do is excuse yourself sometimes. Excuse yourself. Just get yourself engaged in something else. After a while, they will come around to understand that, okay, this is now you. You're no longer part of this. Yeah. And then they will start falling in love.
To support what you said, just take your stand as you make them realize, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that. Because there's something that happened, let's say like 2 months ago. There's this pressure cooker they sell people. So I got to Costco, it was on sale, so I bought it for 90 minutes. And my friend has had one that is 6 in 1. So she came to my house, I'm like, oh baby, this is nice, blah, blah, blah. So she came to my house like on a Thursday. Saturday, she now called me. Oh, that this pressure cooker packed up, this. That she was just discussing with one of our Chinese friends. That the Chinese friend was like, oh, that they help themselves. That she was like going around saying a lot of things. I was like, okay, I don't know, how do you want me to help you now? That, oh, do I still have the carton of my cooker? That if we can return hers, the one, she didn't even buy it in Costco. If she can put her own content in mine, while we now return it to Costco. I was like, do you know what you're talking about? Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is the highest level of fraud. She was like, the Chinese people, they do it, they help themselves. It's we black that don't like helping themselves. I was like, the call is coming in, can I call you later? That was what I did. So I cut the phone. So I now called my husband and look at this, because to me, I feel I respect her. I never expected that from her. So when I called my husband, I was like, see what this person told me. One is my credit card I used to buy from Costco. So if they return that line, eventually they find out, I will get into trouble. I wouldn't even see myself doing that kind of a thing. So my husband was like, you need to cut her off. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, confirm. I don't think I would just create that big gap. So I gave her time. Sunday night I now called. I was like, I'm disappointed in you. I never expected this. She was like, oh, that she has even thought about it. The Holy Spirit just revealed to her. That what is she trying to do? Is she trying to stop whatever God is blessing her? I was like, please, I won't do it. Don't go to someone else to do it. That this thing I'm telling you, whether you like it or not, even if it doesn't get you into trouble, You're a business person. Think of people thinking of defrauding you. How will you feel? Will you bless the person? So till date, there are some things she brings to me now. Like there are some things she will look at, maybe I won't listen. So just, you might not like, let that gap be too much. Just take your stand, that is me. You might not like me. What I will do is what I will do. I'll just tell you, this is no go here. Even my in-laws, everybody, they know me. What they say most of the time, where they are, it's okay. What I will take, I will just tell you I will take. What I will not take, I will tell you, sorry, this is not it. We're not going to do this. So I don't know whether she eventually did it. And weeks after I went to her house, I saw her using that cooker. I was like, well, you said this thing is bad. So I later got to realize that because she wanted that 9-in-1 to replace her 6-in-1. Oh, that I just cleaned it, started working. I was like, thank God for this, your magic, and be careful. That was what I told that time.
Thanks to the Lord. Hallelujah. Thank you all so much. We appreciate your contribution. Our time is actually fast spent, but there's a particular question that we have written down that we would not like us to leave this place without quickly treating the panelists. I really appreciate that you handle it pretty fast because we need to wrap up. Yeah, so it's a scenario, and I'll just read it out. It says, when I was young, our house is full of family and friends, such as uncles, aunties, cousins, and nieces. One of these days, I got raped by one of my uncles, and my mom asked me not to tell anyone, as she could not stand the shame. I got pregnant as a result of this, brought step back into my education. Anytime I remember the incident, I feel dirty and unforgiven towards my uncle and parents. How can I let go of the pain? Very quickly, let's nail it.
Or anyone in the audience also.
Anyone can come. Mommy, let's get mommy's contribution to this.
Okay, praise the Lord. You have to stand up.
No, you can't.
Praise the Lord. Yeah, just like what you'll be saying, because in this, somebody says there is an accident, there may be accidental parents, but there's no accidental child. Okay, the child may come through her in a wrong way. Nobody prays for rape. Nobody wishes for abuse. It has happened, it has happened. That child, because if she doesn't forgive the rapist, in quote, she won't show the love to that child if the child is still alive. So that is one thing that she must have in her heart. Okay, it's not a good thing, but at the same time, you have to let go. You have to let go, because you don't know what that child is going to become in future. And the mother that covered up for the brother or whatever, you need to take the case to that person. You don't cover up because it hurts. It's a pain to that child. Because if there was a confrontation from the mother whom she trusted so much, I think let the mother take a step to go and confront the rapist. You did this, they may still make it a closed case, doesn't mean they have to expose it, but that will give that person involved a little bit of relief. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit, okay? But at the end of the day, there must be forgiveness. It must be a kind of warning to mothers, to parents. Never leave your female or male child to anybody. Either your uncle, your whatever. The moment it's not their father or their real brother, same one, don't ever, don't do that. Please, when your child, when they are growing up, don't leave them with a grandpa or uncle or whatever. Please be the keeper of your child. They are your responsibility. So my advice to the person, let go and forgive and forget. The child is meant for something to be fulfilled. Support the child. Remove the cloak of shame or whatever, the mask. Yeah. Remove that mask. Thank you. Remove the mask and move forward. God will heal her. The only person that can heal her is God. Nobody else. Praise the Lord.
Thank you, ma'am. Just in 30 seconds.
Right? Praise the Lord. Yeah, like what we said. It's not good to leave our female kids with, to leave our female kids with unknown people, even brothers, unknown brothers and uncles.
I always say that it's someone that is not close, someone that is even close, being your husband's brother, you're not supposed to leave your female kids with them. And two, forgiveness. It's good to forgive. There was a man that said something, he died, and when he got to heaven, that when they were judging, that just what he judged that woman was because the woman did not forgive the husband. That she was always saying, oh, you slept with somebody, you had something to do with somebody somewhere. So she's always saying that anytime they have issues in the house. So she has not actually forgiven. And that was why she went to the left side, it took her to hellfire. So at times you can just forgive, but you might not be close to that person. You might not move, but the most important thing is to forgive. So I would advise that person to just forgive and just forget about it. But you might not move close to your uncle again or something, but just have it in your mind, because if you don't forgive, God himself knows down in your heart that you've not forgiven. We can't deceive ourselves. God knows you've not forgiven that person. God forbid he dies tomorrow and you've not forgiven that person. Something else. So please.
Thank you so much. Our time is actually all spent up. Thank you so much. We can still have a discussion, but let's just complete the formal process. Thank you all so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Thank you, Mama. We appreciate all your contributions. So quickly, I'd like to call on Sister Grace Adage for the vote of thanks, and after that, Sister Esther will come up and give us the announcement and the closing prayer.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
I just want to thank everyone. Wow, it's been a day. We thank God. We are on time.
Yeah.
Thank God. We planned this event for 1:30 to 3:30. See, that's why we are women. Let's give the That's why we are women. Awesome. So I just want to thank everyone that has been able to make this day a success, because without you, this will not be a success. Without you, this event would be meaningless. So what made it meaningful is your presence here. And I really want to say a big thank you for coming. And I want to say thank you to God Almighty, the giver of the vision, for making this day to be, for giving us life to even be able to gather and also be a blessing to ourselves. We give him all the glory. I want to thank the Calgary Central Library for providing us this space for free. We thank all the people that built this place. God bless them. I want to thank London Drugs at 32 Avenue for the gift items. We have some gifts that we're going to be giving out today to people that helped us to answer questions in one way or the other. And we want to say thank you for being part of this. And also want to thank Starbucks. They provided us coffee. We want to thank Cops at Crowfoot for the scones. Thank Safeway for the water and the juice. And also we want to thank our panelists. Thank you, Mrs. Edwin. We appreciate you. And also I want to thank all the Daughters of Destiny team. Thank you very much for your time, your effort. God bless you. When you need help, you will not lack it. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to my husband, my knight in the shining armor, my one and only, ever supportive, always pushing me into my destiny. I want to say God bless you, and you will fulfill your destiny, and together we will fulfill it in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
I want to say thank you all for coming. It's announcement time. So the first announcement, the website for World Youth Education and Empowerment is currently under construction. And we will be sending you the URL as soon as it is ready. There you'll find information on all its service units, including Daughters of Destiny, and how to partner with us to give hope to the hopeless and downtrodden children in Africa and other nations. The second announcement is that we have a youth conference coming up on June 29, 2019 at 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. In the BMO room in this same facility. It is tagged the Emerging Leaders Conference, the Emerging Leaders Conference for youth between the ages of 15 and 19. We would like to send you the invitation so that you can send it to your family and friends, children. Admission is free and is strictly by registration. So we'll be hosting 80 youth at the conference. So that's coming up June 29 this year.
The next announcement, our next Daughter of Destiny conference, just like we have today, is October 12, 2019. We will send you an invite when the time gets near. And thank you all for your time, and God bless you. During the closing prayer, I just wanted us to sing just this song as we rise up to connect. We give you all the glory. We worship you, our God. You are worthy to be praised. We give you all the glory. We worship you, our God. You are worthy to be praised.
Father, in Jesus' name,
Amen.
Father, in the mighty name of Jesus,
Amen.
thank you for this word that we've heard today. We appreciate you for the opportunity, for the grace, for the enablement, for the courage, for the strength, for the abundance of your wisdom, for your presence in this room today. We appreciate you and we say that you are Lord in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Lord, we thank you because as we've come today, we are blessed.
Amen.
Lord, we thank you because we are going blessed.
Amen.
Lord, we thank you because everything we've learned here today, oh Lord, will be beneficial for our future.
Amen.
We thank you, Lord, because we'll put them to use.
Amen.
We thank you, Lord, because today's event will mark a good turnaround in our lives. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
We thank you, Lord, because that woman of purpose that you've made us to be, that woman of Proverbs 31 that you've made us to be, will be fulfilled and will come to reality in our lives from this day forward in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Even we pray for your daughters that you've used. Sister Grace, oh Lord God Almighty, we are praying, oh Lord, and we're asking for more wisdom, more anointing, for progress, for promotion, for advancement, for wisdom, oh Lord, upon her in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Whatsoever it is that she still needs, oh Lord, to complete this mission, to fulfill this mission, to improve and to get better, Lord God Almighty, deliver into our hands in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
As we go, Lord, go with us.
Amen.
For in Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Just to let us know, thank you all so much. We have some refreshments at the back. Please don't go out without taking some. We have coffee,